There's one other mistake, yeah, getting involved in controversy. So stay away from controversy. So if you can't stand the president, just say nothing. You don't have to, if you have nothing nice to say nothing. Because trust me, someone will take a screenshot and next thing you're on the newspaper tomorrow, you know?
Hi everyone and welcome to Engati Engage, and today we have the pleasure of welcoming Samantha Kelly to our interview series. I'm Drishti Shah from the Engati team, and let's begin with just a quick intro of Engati. So Engati is the world's multilingual no-code chatbot platform available across 14 channels with 25,000 bots created across 186 countries in every domain and use case. We run the Engati blog and video channel, which receives upwards of 300,000 visitors annually. And now for our guest, Samantha Kelly is a universally perceived Twitter expert, social media strategist, author, and speaker. Known as the tweeting goddess with a followers of over 53,000. She is the founder of Women's Inspire Network, a worldwide encouraging group of people for female driven organizations. Samantha works with business leaders, helping them use their social media effectively, structuring content, social media activity, getting noticed online, engaging, and increasing awareness to reach their target audience. So, hi Samantha, we are really thrilled to have you here on Engati.
Well, thank you so much. And I love your description of me. I was like, who is that person? She sounds really cool. I was like, oh, that's me. Great.
Yeah. So, starting with the first question we have, building a brand can be tough. So, what is the process you typically follow for creating the buzz when you help customers build their first business?
Okay, well, the first thing you need to think about, especially on Twitter, just to be aware that Twitter is a great B2B platform. So if you want to get to small business owners, you want to get to decision makers, they're actually on Twitter. They might not be tweeting like mad, but they're watching everything. Okay, so if you want to stand out from the rest, make sure that your header and your profile picture looks really good. I can share my screen if you want me to show my Twitter profile just to kind of help people that are watching. Um, is that any use, or will people be able to watch this on video? Yeah, okay, great. All right, look, I'll just show you, like this is my Twitter. So just to make sure if you do a Twitter profile that it looks really, really good and stands out. So make sure you get a professional headshot and a really good headshot photographer, just because, and smile as well, I mean, and show your authority in the bio. So fill in your bio. You're not going to stand out from the start unless you have a really good bio that people are going to want to follow. So put your authority there, put your personality there, and make sure that people can see that you do what you do, what exactly you do, and a link to your website. So that's the first thing to think about to stand out. And then once you start getting followers, start adding value. And the main thing, look, now is a really difficult time. Everyone's confused, everyone's full of fear. So the best thing you can do right now is show compassion and kindness, because and hope. Hope is a lovely thing to show as well. So if you can actually show behind the scenes, maybe a bit of nature, show what's going on for you, because if that's going on for you, I can guarantee it's going on for other people too. So that would be the main tip I could give right now, is just don't be sell, sell, sell. Start chatting to people, start talking, start building a community around you. And that's how you stand out. First of all, your bio, your profile, your headshot, show that you are the expert in whatever it is you do.
Yes. So, a funky goddess started in 2011, and then how do you think has social media changed till today?
Oh gosh, it's changed a lot. I mean, Instagram wasn't even around 2, 3 years ago, whatever it was. I mean, actually, the demographic on Twitter were aged 18 to 35, but then they all went to Instagram. So the demographic on Twitter now are aged 35 to 55. And I feel that social media, it's not just about, people want experiences now. They don't just want you to sell to them. They're very savvy, they're knowledgeable, and if you're going to stand out, you need to have a personality. If you have no personality offline, you're going to have no personality online. So if your company even feels like it doesn't have a good personality, hire someone that's a social media specialist to do it for you. That's what they're there for. That's why I have a business. But I prefer to show people how to do it. I prefer to teach them, and just it's a change of mindset. It's not about us at all. It's about your audience. It's about your customers. I like to surprise and delight my customers now and then, and it's all about how you make people feel. So people on social media, there's so many platforms. It's about finding the right platform. So even if you're really, really good on Instagram, then maybe you need to stay there. But are your audience there? Maybe you need to learn where your audience are and go there. But Instagram, Twitter, they're all quite similar as regards standing out on content. So if you're adding value at all, you can add value across all the platforms. But you need to not connect your Facebook to Twitter, for example. Disconnect your Facebook, because people on Twitter hate that. They hate clicking on Facebook links. So just to be aware, different messages for different platforms.
Okay. Okay. So do you think right now B2B markets can also focus on Instagram?
Hmm. I would actually focus on Twitter and LinkedIn more for B2B. Absolutely. I know the younger audience are on Instagram, and there are businesses on Instagram. It depends. If you're targeting beauty businesses, yes, be on Instagram. If you're targeting fitness businesses, yes. But if you're targeting small business owners, they're on Instagram too, don't get me wrong, but I just feel if you're adding value in articles, if you want to get to the decision makers and you want to get to the leaders, it's Twitter and LinkedIn.
Okay. Yeah. So with businesses moving towards digital, how much importance will content marketing and social media gain?
Oh gosh, it's so important. Look, the main thing is, look, there's a lot of people who weren't online. Like there's a huge a clothes store over here that wasn't online. And now they're suffering because they didn't take that step. They were like, we'd be fine. We're old school. No, they're regretting it now, I'd say, because everybody wants to buy clothes, pajamas, comfy clothes for around the house, and they cannot get to this store. They can't go in. But yeah, if they were online, they'd be getting lots of sales. Sure, I did it myself. I bought a nice comfy tracksuit last night on an online site. And I'd never shopped there before, ever. But because they were online, I went there.
Yeah.
So, the main thing is make sure you have a really good website, get it done properly. Don't get your friend to do it. Get someone who really knows what they're doing and shop around. Okay, there are people out there who will, really try and maybe charge too much and stuff like that. So really do shop around and find someone who's aligned with what you believe in and your values. Find someone you get on with, it's you could I like there's several people out there, but I wouldn't actually necessarily get on with them, so I won't work with them. If I like someone, however, I will work with them. So find someone you like, find someone that makes you feel comfortable, um, and then find someone that you can work with, maybe someone like myself who has a lot of followers, who has a big community, that you want to reach my community. Then start doing things like this, what we're doing right now. Start interviewing them, do webinars, reach out to them, build a relationship. So digital is all about networking online, really, how you make people feel, and start building that community around you, and ask your audience what they want. Ask them, what would you like? What would you like us to tweet about? What would you like us to, would you like one lady on Instagram is doing amazing things. The way our hair color, I can't get my hair done at the moment. So this lady is putting up little tips. You can see my little headband on me, right? So she's giving tips on how to kind of look good, even though you don't want to show your roots. So perfect. I mean, she's going to definitely get my customer after this, because I'll remember her because she helped me.
Yeah, it does make a difference. Now that everybody is indoors, people are looking for content on social media, and whoever is putting out the best content, I think they are going to, achieve much more when we are out of quarantine also. So,
Yeah, I mean, this lady's doing a little video on Instagram, and she's just saying, and then you do this, and then you do this, and I'm sharing her stuff because I think she's great. So that's going to
yes.
increase her following, and it's going to get her into my community. So it's all about the content, but it's all about thinking about what your audience wants and what they need.
Okay. So, moving on to the next question that we have is, Do you agree with the fact that social media activities need to be interactive, have a human touch?
Absolutely. It's all about people, okay? Even a big brand can have a personality. Like there are certain big brands, and their personality is, their target customers are guys, so it's all about the guy stuff like the soccer and you can definitely have a personality. And with small business owners, it's all about reaching out to those small business owners and showing that you care and giving them free little things. You don't have to give away, share your knowledge, all of your knowledge, but like give little bits away. I mean, even you listening to me now, you can see, okay, I know my stuff, but it might make you want to connect with me afterwards, because it's about showing that sharing your knowledge a little bit is going to show someone, look, you know what, I really like her. I think she knows her stuff. Maybe she can help me. But even so, it's about, helping the person who follows you as well. It's not all about you at all. It's about showing your personality, maybe showing that kindness, that bit of empathy, and smiling on social media, if you know what I mean. Like if you can
Yeah,
smile, that's going to make a hell of a difference. If you're giving out all the time and you're complaining about, you know, certain politicians and presidents and stuff, I mean, I'm not going to follow you because that doesn't interest me. Whereas if you start talking about stuff that we can understand and that we're going through at the moment, like I know for me, I don't know about you guys over there, but I know lately I've been hearing the birds more. Lately, I've been able to see more, because of the pollution. And, these are all things that
yeah,
everybody is noticing. So these are little things that you could actually share as a company and say, maybe put a video up of the dawn chorus, the birds singing. I mean, lovely stuff like that. I'm really enjoying pictures that people are putting up of nature. And
yeah,
it's like I'm starting to notice nature a bit more, it's really nice. So, yes, you can have a personality. Absolutely. I mean, my personality is kind of, I'm I do have a bit of fun, and it's not all serious. I don't take myself too seriously. I like to show that I'm approachable so that people can reach out, and it works, and but then it's authentic. If you're not really nice and you're pretending to be nice, we can see that through your social media.
yeah, that is true. You,
Yeah.
like you said, when the personality you have offline, that is going to show online.
Yes. Yeah. And if you're giving out and not being nice about other people, um, then that's going to show as well. I'm just telling my other call to do that's fine. Yeah, I mean, if you don't show that if you show that you're giving out about other people, maybe behind their back, and you're talking about, oh God, how can she do it? You know, people are watching
Yeah.
all the time.
Now people do it more. Now it's more accessible for people to watch you. Yeah. So
Yeah, totally. And this is a really important time to shine. This is the time to shine online. Even what you do, guys, really webinars about what you do, maybe reaching out and talking to some of these small business owners that might need you, maybe supporting them. It's also about supporting others. Assist others. I retweet small business owners all the time just to give them a little boost,
yeah,
and don't underestimate the power of a retweet, the power of sharing someone's post,
yeah.
because it gets them in front of a whole new audience.
That's I think that is what the thought is about behind Women Inspire Network also. I think,
Yes.
yeah, I've seen your profile and you share the tweets what other people are doing, and it's very innovative of how people can think, and they just need a platform for somebody to listen to. So I think that's a really great thought. Yeah,
Oh, well, thank you. And I really appreciate you doing your research and actually checking that out. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the reasons the Women's Inspire Network works, is because, I don't want anyone to feel left out. I want people to support each other. There are plenty of, look, us women in particular, sometimes we can be really not nice to other women. And so it's about time we had a network that, you feel comfortable, you feel part of it, and that we help each other. And it's great because the bitchy people don't like me, so they don't join. So it's great. We only have nice folk in there. So it's about leading by example, though. They're watching me, they're seeing what I do, and then they do the same. And it's and these women are really intelligent. They have worked really hard, and they're chasing their dream.
yeah,
A lot of them are older, over 35. Like I started my business when I was 40, and we started later on. So we need all the support we can get. And
yeah.
confidence can be an issue. and it's about learning and upskilling. So I do weekly webinars, and the webinars, like I've been doing webinars for years. I don't even use Zoom. I use Whereby, and I use Crowdcast for my webinars. And so many people are like, oh, Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. And I'm like, hello, there's other platforms out there. It's really funny. And like I've been doing it for years, so I'm well used to doing interviews. I'm well used to doing webinars. And like that's why this has been a really good time for me, to be honest, because I'm teaching people. I'm going to companies and I'm saying, look, I can do 5 webinars for you. I can show you how to do this. And they're like, wow, this is like a new package. I just came up with it last week. You know what I mean? Because people need it. So it's about innovating, being creative, and being resilient. Because look, come on, look, I had a bad day last week, and it's like, oh no, what am I doing? I'm so tired. I have to keep working. I want to just do nothing, but I have to keep going, because if I don't keep going now, I won't stand out after all this. What you want to ask yourself as a company is, when someone interviews you next year, say, well, what did you do during the pandemic? I can say, well, I took action. I did webinars. I showed people how to do a webinar, all this kind of stuff. So I have a Twitter workshop tonight, actually, as well at 10 p.m. And I have a lot of followers in America that are starting to follow me more now, because, as you say, there are more people online, more people buying. This is a time, if you have a product that people want. I have a client and she does hand cream. And so people are washing their hands all the time, and it's natural. It's an Irish product. She makes it herself. And so what I did was, she actually sent a box of this hand cream to the local hospital, to the nurses and doctors. And a company saw the tweet, saw the box, and ordered 100 boxes for a hospital and paid for it.
That,
So, this is the power. When you do something nice, people are watching.
yes, that's true. It is going to help in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's helping others because her product is needed now, because everyone's washing their hands. And so we've seen several people, like her online sales have gone up so much. And so if you sell anything that people need right now, and that can include paper for the printer, anything, if you're in the office space, lots of small businesses are working from home. Do you know what I need? A good chair. A good chair for your back at home. So, like, there's all kinds of things that people need right now. So now is the time to get on Twitter, and it's great for driving traffic. But don't just start selling, start building relationships.
Yes. It's always about how you connect with the customer. Customer centricity is the main thing. Yeah.
It's like you guys reached out to me on LinkedIn, and it's about following me on Twitter, and then if you need a retweet, I'll retweet you, because you're giving me an opportunity here. So it's all about helping each other, and it's how you approach. Like, the person who contacted me, Vanessa, didn't just, she didn't start selling to me. She said hi, and she started chatting, and that's what it's about.
Yes, it is about that. It is basically about the people you want to work for.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, adding up to that, so at Engati right now, we just published an ebook on evolution of customer experience. So, how do you think conversational agents or chatbots fit into this aspect of building relationships and creating valuable customer experience?
Okay, so I was a little bit wary of chatbots at the start, but I see there are ways. It's how you tune the message, it's how you create the message, and how you predict what they're going to ask you. So I see some really bad examples, but they're just people who set them up themselves. So I do always recommend that they get a professional to set up these chatbots, because I will be honest, I wasn't a fan at the time. I would prefer a human, but we all prefer a human. But in these times, you can humanize that message. You
Yes,
can totally humanize that message. And it's about, engaging with that person in another way besides the chatbot. Find them on Twitter, find them on LinkedIn, find them on Instagram, and start following them, and start, engaging with them. It's not just about the chatbot part, and it's about sending them an experience, making them feel special.
yes, that's true. So, what do you think will be a comprehensive digital marketing strategy?
Okay, well, okay, you know our calendars. Sure, we can just throw them out the window at the moment, right? So it's about recreating or pivoting your business now. It's about making a plan for maybe the next 3 months of content that you can give value with. Maybe increasing your email list would be a really good one. So if you can add value in an ebook of some sort, like what you're doing,
Yeah.
that's going to be downloaded. You're going to get the email addresses. Start building your email list right now. So
Mm.
at the moment, build relationships, email list, and the sales will come. They will come. Might not be right now, but you could create something like I did for tonight, which is a really, it's a Twitter workshop. It's only €25. So it's really down from what I would normally charge. However, I said, okay, well, why don't you just create something that's an hour and a half long so you can make it shorter? You don't have to give away everything, but you can give them a taste of what's possible and that they go away learning something and thinking, I wonder what else I can learn with her. So, that's what you want to do. So, I pivoted, I changed my tactic a little bit. Um, we all have to look after each other. So I signed up to another workshop that I was kind of interested in. I said, you know what, I'll just book it because, it was €30 or something. So it's about, being careful, finding out what you need to learn, what's going to add you value. And I know I will learn something on it, but also I wanted to support her. So it's about reaching out and supporting those people. So that's the strategy I would have for the next 3 months now. Now I do have there are other things, like I was going to create another ebook, for example, to collect more email addresses. So that's really the strategy I would use. So even with the chatbots, I'd be definitely gathering email addresses, definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, I have another little tip. Bonjuro.com. I use Bonjuro. I don't know if you know it. It's a little personal video message. So what I do is, if someone signs up to my newsletter, I send them a little message thanking them.
Oh,
And
that.
that's a really personal touch. So bonjuro.com, Bonjoro. And I've no affiliation with them at all, but I do find it very nice for surprising and delighting your customers and making them feel special straight away.
Yeah, it is actually.
Mm,
That's a really nice idea. Thank you.
welcome. So
So,
yeah, that's what I would just
how?
focus on at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I would like to start with the next question that we have is, how do you think technology and AI is helping countries fight over COVID-19? And what role is social media playing right now?
Oh, there are lots of projects going on, especially in the startup space, around technology and around the app about contact tracing and stuff like that. So this is your time to shine if you're in the tech space.
Yes.
Definitely, tech is becoming more important than ever. I feel experience is what people want. So there are a lot of people that are maybe creating virtual tours of their tourism destination, for example. And that's what I've said. I was on a webinar last week to the tourism space, and I was saying, this is the time to show what they're missing, so that when they travel again, the first place they're going to go is your place, because you show them what they're missing, show them behind the scenes, bring them on a little virtual tour around the space, the hotel or whatever. Even in the beauty salon, it's about giving them experiences where they can click vote or they can do a poll. I mean, technology is really strong now, and get the right equipment as well. But you know what the best technology is right now? Your phone. It's the best technology. And you know what's really fun? Ringing somebody, giving them a call for change. That's actually really fun as well, to have a chat, a conversation by phone, picking up the phone. So, I mean, it's really about find out what's out there. So you can keep an eye on Irish Tech News. There's TechCrunch. Keep an eye on what's out there and show that your finger's on the pulse. So even though it's not your article or it's not your invention, share it and show people what's happening so that they can see that you are watching what's happening.
Yes. Yes. That's a good strategy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and always mention the journalist, tag the journalist as well.
Hmm. That would really catch attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are the biggest social media faux pas that you see businesses making?
The biggest mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Connecting Facebook to Twitter, using auto DMs on Twitter, because the people on Twitter, the demographic are slightly, they'd be educated, professional, urban. They really don't have time to be reading messages that are just sales messages. Um, so linking Facebook to Twitter, maybe linking Instagram to Twitter as well is quite important because it doesn't come up very well on Twitter. Um, the biggest mistakes, not thanking people when they retweet you, um, not engaging. You know, if you have a webinar and I have several people on the webinar, I always welcome everybody individually. I always say, hi, Mary, hi, Joan, hi, John. You know, I always make sure they feel part of the webinar from the start, you know.
Yeah.
So that's a big, big mistake that bigger companies make, which means the smaller business owners can actually get ahead of their competitors that are the big guys because they have the personal touch. They have that um, that ability, the human connection, whereas a bigger business owner won't necessarily, they might have lots of responses, so they're not going to respond to every single one. They can though, you know, with chatbots, but you know, it's about, yeah, see what I did there. You know, so it's about, you know, helping others, and engaging with them in some way, even if it's just a like on Twitter. But we actually prefer retweets and we prefer engagement. I don't, likes mean nothing to us because we want you to share our content, you know.
Right.
So yeah, I think engagement, connecting, automating everything like on social media, especially because it's called social media for a reason. But you know, if you have the right people behind it and the right company driving your automation, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are some really good tips, and also pointing out the mistakes that it's really trivial and small, but I think it makes a huge difference.
There's one other mistake. Yeah, getting involved in controversy. So stay away from controversy. So if you can't stand the president, just say nothing. You know, you don't have to, if you have nothing nice to say nothing. You know, because trust me, someone will take a screenshot and next thing you're on the newspaper tomorrow. You know?
Yeah, that's true. So, concluding, do you have any thoughts that you would like to share with our viewers and listeners?
Well, I suppose, first of all, thank you very much for the opportunity. But definitely, folks, you know, have a chat with the ladies, and you know, it's about, you know, like obviously their fingers on the pulse if they knew about me, if they knew about what I was doing, and you need to work and align yourself with people like the ladies here. And you know, it's about Women's Inspire Network. If anyone actually wants some support, it's €20 a month. We do weekly webinars. Like, it's about changing the way people think. It's about supporting each other. And some people think business is cutthroat, and yes, there are people like that, but those people aren't the most successful people. The most successful people are the ones who are kind, who assist others, who give value and help others. They're not the ones who are cutthroat. Trust me, they don't last very long. And even if someone copies your idea, just keep being the best. Okay, and definitely follow me on Twitter. If anyone wants to chat with me on Twitter, just tag me, tweeting goddess. I'm always happy to retweet, especially unless it's something bad or something negative. Okay. I suppose the biggest point I can make is make sure your bio, your Twitter profile look really good, and just don't sell straight away. Start building relationships, start chatting to people, find your tribe, find people like yourself, the same hobbies, because you want to enjoy Twitter too. And then LinkedIn as well is really good. Write articles and show you're the expert. That's the biggest tip I can give.
Yes. So thank you so much, Samantha. I think your insights were really good, and it would help everybody who will be listening and viewing this interview.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, and Engati Engage will be back with a new expert in a new episode really soon. So stick around and definitely check out our new ebook, The Evolution of Customer Experience.
And
Thank you so much.
you need to tweet the ebook to me so I can retweet it for you. Okay?
Yes, yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.